The weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my...
Terry Belter Harper. Cecilia Brækhus, one of the greatest female fighters in the history of this sport.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And now it's time for...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
A lot of pre-match. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That hook scores. Nice counter. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny skies.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Tom, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking to fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Punch, counter punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Terry Harper in some serious trouble here. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
She got clipped by that counter. Terry Harper just got rocked. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get...
Doesn't matter.
And there's the bell for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And Cecilia Brækhus now on the brink. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will you do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Well done with that counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punching. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Nice counter shot by her. They are giving us a high-tempo show. That counter shot lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that. The bell rings and we start the third. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter shot. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them?
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And Brinkus just got caught. Looks like trouble was averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of defense here at all. She catches and counters. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. They got them back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter lands. A perfect counter shot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Beautiful counter punch. She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. She wasn't ready for that counter. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Can't land that jab. Harper got clipped. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are... Oh, wait a minute! Terri Harper in some serious trouble here. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept...
There's the bell to start round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
She scores with that counter. Terri Harper just got rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
incredible work rate. There's a counter shot. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Your stamina is off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Cecilia Brækhus seeing stars. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. There's the bell for round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. This is not where Cecilia Brækhus wants to be. What a shot, and down goes Brækhus. Wow, let's take another look at that.
A shot from the gods took her out.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
If they want to win this round, they got to turn it around here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Straight right just misses. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Brækhus in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw. Here comes round 7. So she's back in her corner, Johnny, but you got to believe this is just a calm before the next storm. Her opponent is going to swarm her again as soon as that bell rings.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Cecilia Brækhus now on the back foot. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to...
Oh my God, Johnny! This is not where Cecilia Brækhus wants to be. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit, because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Brickus just got caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And Cecilia Brækhus now on the brink. Let's talk about Brækhus in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym. And there's the bell for round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this. Hold that thought! Cecilia Brækhus seeing stars. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Now they've got to...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Cecilia Brækhus now on the back foot. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Hold that thought! And Cecilia Brækhus now on the brink. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.